Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Potsmoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Potsmoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, the Old Testament of the Hebrew Bible. I used the King James Version of the Old Testament, however, to put together the prophecy of Israel from the scattered texts of the various prophets of the Old Testament, and it became the Book of Zion. When I originally put the Book of Zion together, I found a set of instructions as to how to bring God and mankind back together. So, because I was uniquely qualified to fulfill this position, I took it upon myself to follow the instructions in the prophecy. And I did, up to and including the final step, which is to publish peace free of charge. So, I created this website, this video feed on YouTube and social media in order to publish peace without money, and thus fulfill my final stipulation of prophecy. Now, I started publishing peace on 4/20 of the year 2020, and I'm now into my second reading of the Potsmoker's Bible in the Book of Zion. I'm on the 24th chapter of the Potsmoker's Bible. It contains the 21st chapter of the Book of Zion, and I had to write the second book to publish the first one. So, I'm going to be reading to you today from the 24th chapter of the Potsmoker's Bible and 21st chapter of the Book of Zion, which is called, Behold, I will do a new thing. I'm going to take up where I left off. The leaders of those nations will be in negotiations with Zion and the Gray, and the other 11 races, by the way, so that Zion becomes a true global power on earth. The new nation will have a strong foundation built of the goodwill of all humans. The injustice of the war on drugs, along with the arrival of the Gray to defend us, will compel the entire world's population to look on us with mercy. The attitudes of society will change completely. Our mistreatment will be a stark reminder of the wrong done to us. So the balance of justice will right itself in our regards. The next part of the passage reads, Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day or night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. Because of the spaceport, the entire world will be going to Zion with their goods for shipment to the intergalactic markets. Zion, of course, will be paid handsomely, but the goods will be destined for other worlds, not Zion's personal property. Zion will be wealthy as a nation, responsible for all off-world commerce and travel. All world leaders will have to come to Zion in order to meet with the Gray and other races. Zion will be their home on earth. All nations will come to Zion and use Zionite priests as interpreters. So Zion the city will be an off-world capital, home of the alien races, and the seat of the Gray Council Chamber on earth, the seat of the world's government. The next part of the passage reads, For the nation and the kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The intervention of the alien races being a necessity allows the council to control which nations will be dealt with. Those nations that refuse to work with the Gray will be left to fend for themselves, as global warming destroys their means to survive. Every nation will choose to comply with necessary changes or to continue without alien aid. Those nations who reject the new reality will destroy themselves. We have set the stage for economic and cultural collapse. The arrival of the Gray to save the hippies will push um, their enemies into isolation. That isolation will destroy them from within, as climate change destroys them from without. They are doomed. The next part of the passage reads, "The glory of Lebanon shall come into thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious." The city of Zion is going to be a very beautiful place. We will use the best materials of earth to create a glorious city that will reflect the inner beauty of the new humanity as a whole, and the people of Zion in particular. We will create a city that will be a thing of beauty, a piece of art. Apparently, we will use different types of wood from Lebanon to build the council chambers for the gray, the sanctuary for the gray. This will be a climate control building which will maintain the gray's atmosphere so that the gray have a place on Earth that they won't have to wear environmental suits. This building complex will be built specifically to the gray's specifications, allowing them a safe place to live on Earth. And since this place is going to be their home away from home, they are entitled to a home that is pleasing to them. It will also be humanity's chance to show off our artistic talents to the universe. The beauty of their home on Earth reflects our artistic desire to please them. So when we build the city of Zion, with all other nations, we will create a new type of city, a beautiful place to live with aliens from other worlds. This beautiful city will be the first true expression of the Zionite people as a nation. The city of Zion will be the most beautiful city on earth. And thus ends the 24th chapter of the book of Zion and the 21st chapter, or the 24th chapter of the Potsmacher's Bible, and the 21st chapter of the book of Zion. And now I'm going to do my favorite part. I'm going to do the reading, which is to read the book of Zion, chapter 21. Behold, I do a new thing, in its entirety, without biblical interruption for passage and verse. And it goes like this: Behold, I will do a new thing. For all people will walk every one in the name of his God, and will walk in the name of the Lord our God forever and ever. In that day, saith the Lord, will I assemble her that halteth, and I will gather her that is driven out, and her that I have afflicted. And I will make her that halteth a remnant, and her that was cast far off a strong nation. And the Lord shall reign over them in Mount Zion, from henceforth, forever and ever. And thou, O tower of the flock, the stronghold of the daughter of Zion, unto thee shall it come, even the first dominion. The kingdom shall come to the daughter of Jerusalem. Now, why dost thou cry aloud? Is there no king in thee? Is thy counselor perished? For pangs have taken thee as a woman in travail. Be in pain and labor and bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field. And thou shalt even go to Babylon, where thou shalt be delivered. There the Lord shall redeem thee from the hand of thine enemies. Now also many nations are gathered against thee, that say, Let her be defiled, and let our eyes look upon Zion. But they know not the thoughts of the Lord, neither understand they his counsel, for he shall gather them as the sheaves into the floor. Arise and thrash, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hoofs of brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their sustenance unto the Lord of the whole earth. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? I will even make a way in the wilderness, and rivers in the desert. And the beasts of the field shall honor me, and the dragons and the owls, because I give waters in the wilderness and rivers in the desert to give drink to my people, my chosen. This people have I formed for myself. They shall show forth my praise. But thou hast not called upon me, O Jacob, and thou hast been weary of me, O Israel. O Zion, that bringeth good tidings, get thee up into the high mountain. O Jerusalem, that bringeth forth good tidings, lift up thy voice with strength. Lift it up, be not afraid. Say unto the cities of Judea, Behold your God. And I will make my mountains away, and my highways shall be exalted. Behold, these come from afar, and lo, these from the north, and from the west, and these from the land of Sim. Sing, O heavens, and be joyful, O earth, and break forth into singing, O mountains. For the Lord hath comforted his people, and will have mercy upon his afflicted. And he said, Is it a light thing that thou shouldst be my servant, to rise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel? I will give thee for a light of the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the ends of the earth. Arise and shine, for thy light has come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thy eyes and see, all they that gather themselves together, they come to thee. Thy sons come from afar, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. Then thou shalt see and flow together, and thy heart shall fear because and be enlarged, because of the abundance of the sea shall be converted into thee. The multitude of camels shall cover thee, and all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense, and they shall show forth the praise of the Lord. All the flock of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The rams of Nebrah shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance on mine altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory. The sons of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Therefore, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, the joy of many generations. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Saviour, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stone iron, and I will also make thy offices and thy exactors righteousness. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy boundaries. But they shall call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise. The sun shall no more go shine shall the sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither thy for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy God thy glory. The sun shall no more go down, neither shall the moon withdraw itself, for the Lord shall be thy everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Who are these that fly as a cloud and as a dove to thy windows? Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from afar, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of the Lord thy God, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. The sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day or night, that men shall bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and the kingdom that shall not serve thee shall perish, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary. And I will make the place of my feet glorious. Thus ends the 21st chapter of the of the Book of Zion, and the 24th chapter of the Potsmoker's Bible. May the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm, and may they teach you right from wrong. May you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it. Make that your guild choice when we go to Zion. If you use drugs, stay happy and high. You have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I wrote 2 books about it. My name is Zion. I love you too much to say goodbye, so I'm going to say later now.